Hey everybody, I'm Rohan Lawrence, and instead of doing a Raw or SmackDown or pay-per-view like I currently did before for the Money in the Bank, instead of doing a video like that, I'm doing a video for a different reason. It still involves WWE, but I guess in a sense it does involve pay-per-views. I'm here to explain why myself and probably certain other fans will never pay for WWE pay-per-view ever again in their life until some change comes. Let's get right down to it. As you guys know, every month, WWE has a pay-per-view every month. Right now, yesterday was Money in the Bank, the next one is SummerSlam, Night of Champions, so on and so on. But because of the way the WWE is done, just like the way it treats its baby faces, the way it treats its heels, the way it just runs, there are certain reasons why, why some people just will never spend their money on going to a pay-per-view. Now, of course, WWE is always going to have its die-hard fans and stuff like that, but I don't know, I feel like more and more WWE's die-hard fans are just losing their patience, and I can't blame them. A perfect example is this. Yesterday, during Money in the Bank, Dolph Ziggler challenged Alberto Del Rio for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, while the wrestling was good, both Del Rio and Ziggler put on a solid match, the ending was so poor. This is one of the main problems why people won't pay for WWE pay-per-views. Good wrestling matches, crappy endings. It's like too much times during this era have we just seen some rotten endings. Like, some people argue that the match that Cena and Ryback had at Extreme Rules was an example of one of these crappy endings, and it's just a way for them to protect their investment. But it's like, having the match end like that with AJ costing Dolph Ziggler the World Heavyweight Championship, it's not kind of something you would do on SmackDown or, Raw or Main Event if you're ever going to put a title match on Main Event again. I mean, I just feel like how they used to do things in the past, that would have been an ending for a Raw or a SmackDown. It's like people still would have been pissed, but at least people didn't have to, spend as much money or have that much energy invested into it to, have their hopes shut down like that. It's like, I know if I was watching it on Raw or SmackDown, I'd be disappointed. But at least it was on SmackDown. At least I don't have to pay for that. But the fact that people pay their hard-earned money, with how few jobs there are, how hard it is to get jobs, few resources there are and everything, you would think WWE would be a little bit more generous and just have better quality entertainment. But no, they have a crappy-ass ending to that great match. Honestly, great match, crappy ending. The second reason probably why people will never pay for pay-per-views, you knew I had to involve him, the C Nation leader himself, John Cena. Now, John Cena has been the franchise of this company for 10 years. And yes, I can hear the hates from the Cena fans already. He does all this good, he does all this stuff, he's a great wrestler. Listen, if you like Cena, I'm not telling you to not like Cena. If you like Cena, by all freaking means, cheer for the guy. That's not my point here. Just, my main gripe with Cena is that, one, he never puts anybody over. Seriously. Too much times in a pay-per-view have we seen the same thing. He doesn't put any star overs. And two, when there's a rivalry going on, you really can't get that invested in a John Cena rivalry because you already know the end result. No matter how bad it's looking, no matter how much times he's owned on Raw or SmackDown, no matter how much times it looks like somebody's gonna win, Super Cena comes to rescues the day, and the champ is here. That's what we're hearing every Raw after a pay-per-view he wins. It's like, dude, there's no point in watching a John Cena match, really. Like I said in my review for Money in the Bank, that was my break time. Forget Diva break time, ladies and gentlemen. Diva break time is not the time to get your snacks or use the bathroom. John Cena's matches are the time to use the bathroom and get some snacks, because that's so predictable. You can say, oh, Diva's matches are short. Hell, but at least you don't know who's going to win for the most part. Like, seriously. A Divas match has more, suspense and surprise than a John Cena match. To be quite honest with you. Like, the match between AJ and Caitlyn, I really didn't know who's going to win. But when it's John Cena versus Mark Henry, and with the way things have been looking those weeks on Raw, it was so predictable. It was so easy to tell John Cena was going to win. Same thing with Ryback. I mean, Ryback was looking dominant. Pay-per-view comes, John Cena wins again. There's just no point. Like, hey, like, if you're gonna buy pay-per-view, that's fine. But, like, some people just can't get mad when people would just flat out refuse to, buy a pay-per-view. They'll gladly wait until, either I, myself, or other people do these reviews. Because, like, why waste the time and money when you know the result of it? Third thing, these guys don't listen to the fans at all. That's probably the number 3 that's the number 3 reason why people won't pay for pay-per-views. They don't listen. And I guess this ties into Dolph Ziggler and Alberto Del Rio. It's like you have some of the most over guys in the company, and you guys just don't promote them. Like, as much as I don't like Damien Sandow, making Damien Sandow win, that was good. Damien Sandow has, been jobbing up to guys like Sheamus for a while, so it's about time he got shine. Cody Rhodes looked like he's about to get shine, being betrayed by his best friend, and he looked like he's going to turn face. And, Daniel Bryan's been hot for a while. I mean, like, I personally probably would have put Daniel Bryan. Randy Orton was my pick, but if I had to choose based on the hot streak and popularity, I'd say Daniel Bryan. But, we'll see where that leads. But for the most part, these guys just don't listen. It's like WWE does the exact opposite of what the fans want. Dolph Ziggler gets loud cheers and stuff like that. Don't make him beat Alberto Del Rio. God forbid you listen to the fans and, make a guy who's so over with the crowd, a guy who's got a great in-ring ability, a guy with great charisma, great talent. God forbid you listen to the fans and put him on. No, put Alberto Del Rio, who gets no response. I try not to be one of those Alberto Del Rio haters, but let's be honest. At Money in the Bank, anybody with half a brain, or anybody who's not deaf, or not in total denial, knows that he got no reaction at all. Not even boos. Dude, no reaction. No reaction at all. It's so sad that a heel is so boring to the people. The people don't care about this guy so much that they don't even give a damn when he comes out. Ricardo Rodriguez, man, hurry up and get better, because without you, it looks like Del Rio is not getting over at all. But, like, they'll still have him, a guy with no reaction, be the World Heavyweight Championship. They'll still have John Cena with the same promos and the champ is here. Instead of listening to the people, at this point, I'm not even saying turn him heel. Although I do think they should probably do that to freshen up his character, because it's been stale for a while now. But the least John Cena could do, the least he could do, is put people over. He could have put Ryback over the Royal Rumble. Make Ryback win? No. He could have put Ryback over a young new star? No. It's like, and then people wonder, then WWE wonders why these people boo the hell out of them during arenas. And then they have to put in this pumping crowd noise to, make the WWE event what they envisioned it to be, which is pathetic. When I heard they were doing pumping crowd noise, I was like, that's how you know your product sucks. When you have to put in sounds that you want to hear instead of what's going on, that's how you know you suck. That's why the crowd in New Jersey after WrestleMania 29 was so legendary. They weren't having this shit. They just weren't. It was like, yo, entertain us. Pay us or pay us no mind. It's like, yo, pay us in entertainment. We pay you in money, pay us in entertainment. And if you do not pay us in entertainment, we are going to do whatever the hell we please. Dude, I give all respect to that crowd. They were like, yo, we're bored. These guys are not entertaining us. We'll entertain ourselves. And man, they did a damn good job of that. But yeah, to wrap up this video, those are reasons why they'll never ever have certain people pay for pay-per-views again. And it may not be a big problem right now, but best believe later on, it like more and more, like, I don't know, man. I'm not saying it's going to happen immediately, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the future less and less people start going to pay-per-views, because it's the same thing. The guys that people actually like don't get over. They don't win. And, when they're barely shown on screen, they lose. They have the same guy winning in the same fashion. Seriously, missing a John Cena match, not the end of the world. Unless you're a little kid, it's not the end of the world. Don't worry, you didn't miss much. But yeah, I mean, like, when you have the same old stuff to quote the ECW crowd, the same old shit, people tend to get mad. And when people get mad, they stop watching the product. I've heard this ban thing going on, this whole boycott, don't watch WWE. Listen, I personally still think, with all their flaws, WWE can get better. But the one thing that WWE will do, and they'll lose me if they do this, it's over. If they have John Cena beat The Undertaker at WrestleMania 30, either by pinfall or submission, they just lost a long-time fan. All I'm saying. Anyway, that's it for this video. That's why these guys will never, ever get people to buy pay-per-views. That's the video. Comment, like, please comment and and tell me what are the reasons why you think some people will just never pay for pay-per-views, unless I said them all. But I don't think so. I think there's a lot more reasons. But that's all I had the time for the day. So like I said, comment, like, subscribe, and watch out for my Raw review later on. This is Rohan Lawrence, and I'm signing off.